Do you ever wonder why some people have the ability to bounce from success to success, without falter? To be clear, no one has that ability, but it can seem like that. Not surprisingly, we need more than motivational quotes to succeed. There are many mindsets, skills, and attributes required for success as an entrepreneur. Fortunately, most of them can be learned, strengthened, and nourished through diligence and a willingness to grow. Having the proper success mindset as an entrepreneur will enable you to deal more effectively with the day-to-day of your business. Because you will be thinking, and acting, like a true entrepreneur. Business mindset definition. Business mindset, a way of thinking that enables you to uncover and see problems as opportunities, and then turning those opportunities into a business. It is an understanding that everything around us is the result of someone having an idea and then executing it. 1. Believe in yourself and your business. You have to be resilient and able to continue building what you believe is the next best thing. Things you build will often not succeed, but ultimately, those losses will add up to a win, based on what you've learned. Todd Garland, founder of Buy-Sell Ads. Todd didn't just put out buy-sell ads and start earning $10 million a year. The process took 7 years and was full of struggles, hardship, and things not working the way they were supposed to. Those struggles are necessary to achieve success. 2. Think 3 steps ahead and follow my gut. I don't play chess, but I imagine that if I did, I would think of every opportunity 3 steps ahead in every possible direction. Even if it seems like something would benefit me in the now, it might not benefit me in the long run. Jesse Stenches, founder of the Improv Effect. I love the comparison between entrepreneurship and playing chess. You always have to think 3 steps ahead. Don't just ask yourself, what is happening right now? But what will happen 3 steps from the action I'm going to take today? You don't succeed expecting one thing to be your winning ticket in the big entrepreneurial lottery. You have to think long-term and have a vision of where you want to be. That's how to be an entrepreneur. 3. Do the hardest thing first. The hardest thing is usually the thing you should be going after. Chances are nobody else is, or at least very few people are. Personally, I feel comfortable and even thrive when I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Josh Pigford, founder of Barometrics. It is essential that you get used to the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing what you're doing. Whether it's getting on stage to speak, launching your product, or writing a book, we tend to see others doing it and, falsely, assume they've always been good at it. We all have to do everything for the first time, and none of us does anything very well the first time. The only way to truly learn about business is to start a business of your own. 4. Think big and small. You have to learn to think big and small. You have to go in the same direction with small day-to-day decisions, as well as big actions. Once you're on your way, you will mostly have to occupy yourself with little things, which can be tedious. Nevertheless, you are the one who has to do them right. Gabriel Weinberg, founder and CEO of DuckDuckGo. This ability is what makes us entrepreneurs. At times, we have to do the work that has to be done, the small things, even if we're not great at it and don't like doing it. Yet, we also have to be able to step back, look at the big picture and give direction to the overall vision. This is the mindset hack we need to harness for business success. 5. Create your own luck. So-called lucky people aren't necessarily getting more advantages than other people. The universe doesn't favor them, but they're putting themselves out there more. They're creating more connections that could lead to other stuff. That is really how I interpret luck. Creating more of a mathematical probability that you're going to get what you want. Russ Perry, founder of Design Pickle. Luck's a funny thing, isn't it? As Russ says, it is about creating a mathematical probability by putting ourselves out there and trying more things. When you start a business, it might fail. Don't worry about it. That's how to have a business mindset. You might have to create 10 businesses before one will be successful. We make our luck with the decisions we make and the actions we take. Plain and simple. 6. Give. I have tips and resources that I want to share, and I don't want to wait for a publishing platform to give me permission. Nobody told us we had to wait to do anything. We could just put our ideas out there, which was really a huge game changer. I have always found that oversharing pays off in readership. Hence, I don't save my best tips for myself, but I share them on all our social media platforms. Nicole Feliciano, founder and CEO of Mom Trends. Helping and sharing is content marketing, which is how you build a business good nowadays. Build an audience, then determine what they need from you. Create content, find your audience, build your business. Please do not fall into the trap of building a product or service, and then trying to find customers. That is a recipe for disaster. 7. The growth mindset. If you believe somehow you're set to a certain capability and level of accomplishment, then you'll never achieve anything more. However, if you believe you can get better and do other things, that growth mindset will enable you to accomplish more. Guy Kawasaki, entrepreneur and the New York Times best-selling author of 13 books. The growth mindset should be an obvious business hack, and it is essential to you succeeding as an entrepreneur. You need to have the mentality that you can teach yourself to do anything, as long as you push yourself hard enough and try enough things. This idea has been further explored and validated by Carol Dweck in her classic book simply titled Mindset: The New Psychology of Success. 8. The path of unpredictability. I had known I wanted to start a company for a while, but it's difficult to walk away from a paycheck. It was a hard decision that took me longer than I would have liked. It was easy to see how I could be making more money working for bigger, more established institutions, so I drew two lines to compare. I drew a line of stability and predictability at a high level of income, where I would be if I had stayed in the path I was in. I then drew a second, lower line that would be what I could expect as an entrepreneur, bootstrapping a company, not paying myself a salary for a few years trying to make ends meet, and with more uncertainty in the long term. John Stein, founder of Betterment. This is not the type of thing most of us would do, but it might be the business mindset you need to succeed. John Stein is analytical, so he modeled and planned two potential paths. On the one hand, there is the path of stability with high-paying and powerful jobs, which is predictable. John didn't found a small company in an easy market but stayed in the world of banking and investments. Even though that is an incredibly difficult market, he knew it was the right place for him. He could afford to bootstrap a company for a few years without paying himself a salary and was still comfortable with the whole idea. There is no right or wrong approach, just follow the method that feels right to you. We have to figure out for ourselves what will shift our mindset in order to take the leap. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. To accomplish this takes emotional intelligence. 9. Create a mission worth spending your life on. I have confidence about myself as a human being. Just appreciate that wherever you're at, you're a whole and complete human being with everything you possibly need to be successful. You deserve to achieve and you deserve the fruits of your labor. Landon Ray, founder and CEO of Entreport. Landon Ray is a serial entrepreneur with unparalleled perseverance. At the age of 25, with his father's financial help, he made the transformation from Flower Street vendor to top securities day trader. After beating the odds on Wall Street, he used his team-building skills and personal experience to create a family of products that reflect his passion for educating and supporting entrepreneurs. This is a motivational, inspirational business hack that helps us deal with the imposter syndrome that entrepreneurs sometimes experience. As we begin to gain success, we sometimes think that maybe we don't deserve that success. Prior to that stage, we might read business books by people that are famous or established entrepreneurs, and whom we consider to be natural, born entrepreneurs. There is no such thing as a born entrepreneur. We all have it in us to step up and achieve things, as long as we are willing to do so. We have to be aware that our every success and our position in life spring forth from our actions and efforts. We deserve the fruit of our labor and we deserve to do big, cool things. This is the same mindset Tiberlaze used when he decided to start Zenni Optical and transform the eyeglass industry. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share.